No electricity, no clean water, no schooling, and to buy food, they have to walk dozens of kilometers. This is the reality that a family of 5 is facing. Join a sung vlog to see the life of the Hmong people in the remote mountains of northern Vietnam. This is where they live, and it looks like a land where martial arts masters from wuxia films would hide away to train and hone their skills. This is the path to their home, and it looks like a group of kids are standing here. Let's see what they're up to. Hey, aren't you kids going to school? It's the start of the week today. The little girl shook her head. I guess they don't get to go to school. I don't even know where the school is on these mountains. Oh, there's a guy here. I'll ask him for directions. Looks like he's busy with this pile of bricks. Here it is, the house we've been looking for. It looks really interesting, doesn't it? There's a boy over there, probably a member of this family. A chicken coop made of mesh is right next to the thatched house. Hey there, is your parents home? I just communicated with the boy in his native language. He doesn't speak the common language. Maybe he's never left this mountain. The house looks pretty small, made entirely of bamboo and thatched with straw. This is an incredibly quiet village, and it gives me a very relaxing feeling being here. Ah, there's a cute little one here. Hey little girl, I'm going inside, okay? A quite simple room, or rather, I'd say it's pretty shabby for a place called home. Anywhere this smile would melt your heart. The little girl is so sweet and welcoming. And here she is, the lady of the house has appeared. Inside the house is very small, about the size of a living room, but everything is arranged quite neatly. There aren't many belongings here, just a few old clothes carefully hung up, and some reused burlap sacks covering the gaps in the walls. This over here is the family's kitchen. I see a frying pan and a pot for cooking rice, probably a wood stove. Imagine when winter comes how this house will withstand the cold. For viewers, it might be an interesting experience, but for them, it's about survival. Luckily, there's no snow here, otherwise this house wouldn't be able to handle it. The husband has appeared. He's the main breadwinner in the family. I'll move to a brighter spot to talk to him.
Thì mấy đứa em, anh có mấy đứa con đấy?
3 đứa.
3 đứa. Thì là bố mẹ vẫn ở cùng hay là anh với anh vừa?
Khác rồi.
Cắt rồi. Thì là đây là gia đình anh, nhà anh luôn à? Anh là ở đây được mấy năm rồi?
Đây hơn 3 năm rồi đấy.
Hơn 3 năm rồi. Thế là vợ con nữa. Xong là 3 đứa con à?
3 đứa con.
Đây là 2 đứa con nhỏ à? Đây là 2 đứa con, bởi một đứa không mặc quần thì súng sinh không ghi nữa. Thì là lúc này là vợ đang bế một con nhỏ kia nữa phải không? Là 3 đứa. Còn cái em trai này? Em trai?
Vâng, đây là anh Trân.
Em trai?
Vâng.
Thế bố mẹ là nhà ở chỗ nào?
Bố mẹ nhà kia.
Ở nhà bên kia. Thì tức là mình vừa mới tách ra ở riêng đây chứ gì?
Vâng.
Today his family won't be going up the mountain. Maybe he's taking a break to welcome someone as idle as me. It's an honor. They used to live with his parents and have been living on their own for 3 years now. What's interesting is that when they moved out, they had 2 kids right away. Maybe the old house didn't have good soundproofing. Otherwise, they might have had more children by now. Behind that curtain is the bedroom of the couple. The 2 little girls don't even have pants to wear. In the mountains, children's clothes are a luxury, mostly coming from charity donations. They've had to save their limited food supply, eating less just to make it through the day. This will be even harder during the winter.
Được con. Năm nay anh bao nhiêu tuổi rồi?
Năm nay 24 rồi đấy.
24 à? Thế vợ?
Vợ 23.
Vợ 23. Cũng có tuổi rồi, gọi là còn trẻ lắm. Đấy. Chỉ một cản đâu. Tham mù. Đấy thì là hai vợ chồng thì là 23, 24, chồng thì là 2.
The couple's life revolves entirely around this mountain. Their daily routine consists of foraging in the mountains and planting rice in the fields. They live meal to meal, worrying about tomorrow's food. The house is made entirely of bamboo and thatch, and I'm not sure if they'll have more children. They're still quite young, but if they have another child, they'll face a crisis just to have enough food for each meal. The bamboo poles around the house are used as reinforcements. They soak them in a stream or pond for a long period, which makes the bamboo stronger and resistant to termites. In the northwestern region of Vietnam, life is surrounded by untouched nature and filled with challenges. Villages are tucked away deep in the mountains and forests, where people mainly depend on farming and raising livestock. They grow rice and corn and raise cattle, pigs, and chickens to sustain themselves. Life here is simple and tough, with hard-working people who are deeply connected to the land. However, material conditions are still very limited. There's no electricity, no clean water, and healthcare is scarce. Children often miss out on school, and meals are just enough to get by. Despite all this, the people are incredibly welcoming and always greet visitors with warm smiles. There's no jealousy or rivalry here. He said that they have a pig and are waiting for it to give birth. It's the biggest asset of this family of 5. This is where the eating utensils are kept. There are very few bowls and chopsticks, just a few plastic bowls to hold food. They use stream water for the whole family's daily needs. The husband or wife will carry water from 100 meters away and store it in basins inside the house for use. I've drunk the stream water before, and it's incredibly pure, giving a refreshing feeling. The ceiling is an ideal place to store food. They keep it above the kitchen area, and the smoke from the stove helps preserve the food for longer. It reminds me of the smoked meats that Americans often use. Despite their poverty, the Hmong people here place great value on traditional clothing. A full outfit for festivals and special occasions can be very expensive, often costing as much as an entire year's income. These outfits can even reach thousands of dollars in value. One of the most intriguing customs of the Hmong people is the practice of bride kidnapping. While it may seem harsh to outsiders, this tradition has become deeply rooted in their culture and has evolved over time. The ritual usually begins when a young man selects a woman he wishes to marry. In some cases, with the help of friends or family, the man will kidnap the woman, typically during a festival like the Love Market or New Year celebrations, and take her back to his home. Although this act may appear coercive, it is understood as an accepted part of the courtship process, and the woman is not harmed. After the kidnapping, the families of the couple negotiate the bride price, and the marriage is often solidified through this dramatic but culturally significant event. Over time, the tradition has adapted, and today, many Hmong couples choose more modern methods of courtship. However, this ancient custom still persists in some areas, and occasionally the tradition is exploited by bad actors, leading to its gradual decline in some regions. This is truly a self-sufficient life. They grow corn to store and use it to feed the chickens and pigs. The chickens are reserved for important holidays or sold to raise money for buying clothes or paying school fees for the children. The pigs are either sold or slaughtered for special occasions such as weddings or funerals. The Hmong people believe that the spirits of their ancestors are always present and protect them, helping them in their daily lives. They also believe in communication with the spiritual world through rituals and traditional customs. During important festivals like Lunar New Year, they hold ceremonies to honor the deities and ancestors. expressing gratitude and asking for peace and prosperity for their families. There is also a belief that by following these customs, the Hmong people will receive blessings and avoid misfortune. The children here often become independent at a very young age. They have to take care of themselves early on, looking after their younger siblings while their parents work. They walk to school on their own, and on days when their parents are working, they are responsible for taking care of themselves and their siblings. While our children are upset about not being able to go to Disneyland or not getting the expensive toys they desire, here, the children live without electricity, clean water, Wi-Fi, or social media. They even go to school with empty stomachs. Show your children these images. I believe these are not the most extreme examples of poverty, but they are less haunting than images of starvation in Africa. They carry a more positive tone. Thank you for following me until the end of the video. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Goodbye.